Hello everybody, I'm Tom and welcome back to Raycom TV. Now today we're going to be talking plug-in transmitters, specifically this, the Wisycom MTB40S plug-on transmitter. So let's jump in and take a little look through this fantastic product. So the MTB40S is a small and lightweight plug-on transmitter that offers brilliant RF performance, but also robustness against both noise and intermodulation thanks to the integration of Wisycom's linear technology. Now we have a switchable bandwidth of up to 232 MHz in the 470 to 798 range, giving us great flexibility of where we want to use it around the world, and we can switch between both narrowband and wideband if we want to. Looking at the body of the unit then, it's a lightweight yet robust alloy. Power comes from two AA size cells. There's a door at the bottom to pop those in. We have an OLED screen on the front. It's a high contrast OLED as well, so you can see your settings nice and clearly. And to control those settings, we've got a range of buttons that are nice and easy to use on the front. The connection point is a female 3-pin XLR with then a locking neck as well to screw it onto your shotgun mic or boom pole, whatever it is you're using. There's also infrared syncing between your transmitter and your receivers if they support that. Now there's some really great features packed into this transmitter, and we're going to get into those. But where it's primarily designed for uses such as ENG, we're actually going to go and put ourselves in a sort of location scenario to show you all those features. But before we do that, we need to get ourselves set up. So let's have a little run through the buttons on the front then. We have two power buttons, both off and on. The on button also doubles as the select button. The arrows are our navigation buttons for going through the menus. And we have a quick access for channel and gain, as that's the thing you'll be more than likely changing on the go. So if we get powered up by holding the on button, there's a quick startup screen, and then we get onto our primary sort of summary screen. So this screen shows us our channel, group, frequency, high pass filter, gain, and also the transmitting power of the unit itself. We use the down button to go through. We do have selectable presets we can put in here as well for different setups of the unit. The tuning screen is where we can change our channel, our group, and then our sort of more detailed frequency as well. The audio is where we can adjust our gain and the sensitivity of the audio input, as well as our phase and high pass filter. Scrolling on through, this is our companding system, so we have both ENC Wisy and ENR Wisy. ENR Wisy is designed for maximum noise reduction. ENC Wisy is designed for maximum audio fidelity. Going through, we can then select whether we want wideband or narrowband operation. And we can choose our RF power on the next screen. So we have a choice here. We can have 10 milliwatts, 20 milliwatts, or 50 milliwatts. So to change it, you would select where it says here 50, click select, and then use the arrows to scroll through. Once you've decided on the one you want, press the select button again to confirm it. Also on this screen, we can tell the unit what kind of batteries we're using, whether that's alkaline, NiMH, lithium ion, whichever one it is. Scrolling through, we can turn the actual RF on or off, and then choose whether we want it to auto lock once it is transmitting. We can change the brightness of the LEDs and the LED mode as well. So at the moment, it's green to show that the transmitter is on and transmitting, but we can have a sort of variety of different options there. Now, the unit does benefit from phantom power. We can turn that on or off here as well, and whether it shares data, which is tone squelch and battery data, to the receiver. Last but not least, we can change the name of the unit itself, just to diversify. If you do have a range of them operating in one area on your receivers, you know which one's which. And then there's general info such as serial number, etc. for the unit. RDR, so this is activated for 14 seconds once you have turned the unit on, and that's that infrared syncing. We can lock it, so you hold the two buttons, so you keep select pressed when on this screen, and that will enable RF and lock. And that brings us back to our main screen. So now we know how to get it all set up. We're going to get this plugged onto the end of a boom, and we'll meet you out on location. So the MTB40S gives us a variety of uses of where it could be deployed. So at the moment, we're actually recording on a long boom. You can use a short boom or plug the plug-in straight into the XLR on the back of a shotgun mic, for example. Now, what features does the MTB40S actually offer us? Well, we have a selective audio filter that helps us avoid any ultrasonic interference. That linear technology we spoke about earlier helps us eliminate any intermodulation distortion that might arise. And that means we have a more robust signal from our transmitters, increased transmitter range, but also the ability to operate multiple transmitters in close proximity to each other. So say we're in a situation such as a group interview with multiple transmitters, we can actually operate them without any sort of worry about interference. So that linear technology combined with the transmitter set to narrowband mode, we actually get a 3 decibel uplift in sensitivity. Now, we spoke about when we were flicking through the menus back in the studio, we have a couple of compounder algorithms to choose from that we can change on the fly as well. So that's ENC or ENR Wizy to optimize the sound for the kind of environment we're in. But what about the transmitter itself and its usability when we're out in the field in situations like this? Well, it only weighs 250 grams with the batteries included, approximately. Really important if, like here, my poor boom up holding it up for a long period of time, you want it to be light and lightweight. And it's also designed to use minimum power for maximum performance to resist sort of getting hot and warming up. So if you are using it in a bag or close to the body, it won't warm up and become uncomfortable. Now, that locking collar is really nice and easy to use. So the plug-on XLR goes in, screw the locking collar up, and it sits really nice and firmly. Really important if you have got it on the end of a boom pole that you have it sat nice and securely. So alongside all those other great features we've just spoken about, the MTB40 also provides phantom power for your microphones. For example, if you want to use it in a situation like we have here as a place mic or a table mic, plug straight into the back of a shotgun mic, really nice and easy, and being lightweight, it doesn't throw it off balance. It's a really convenient solution. But that is a quick overview for you guys of the MTB40S transmitter from Wisycom. Fantastic product. If you do have any more queries about it at all, please do let us know. If you like the video and don't want to miss any of our future videos, please do consider subscribing. That button will be below. It's the big red one. Make sure you hit it, and we'll see you in the next video. Speak to you soon.